we have libations.
Tasty soda water.
Refreshing. Liam's just made me the best breakfast I've had in a very long time, so I feel suitably refreshed and energized for this latest episode of CastaWAys.
That's good. I toiled and I slaved away in the kitchen.
I like a good slave.
Yeah, that's what I knew as well. So that's why I thought I'd do it.
Appreciate it.
No,
Thank you.
that's fine.
Thank you for hosting me for episode 5.
Pleasure. Thank you for coming around to my new house. Good to see the new place, which is good.
All the things. We have got things of our own to discuss. Plenty of things.
I understand that we have plenty of things to discuss.
Yeah. Can you
excited.
unlock your phone?
Yeah.
Thank you. But first off, let's take care of the weekly business that is the summary of the episode.
Yep.
I didn't hear where the scales be tipping came from, did you?
The scales be tipping?
That's the title of the episode.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me. Was there any scales in the actual episode either? I don't recall. I recall no scales.
No scales. But the fallout from the Keyshawn vote last week, that happened. A bit of a shock because blindsides are a thing that happened in Survivor, which is nice.
Plenty of them this year as well, which is good.
That was an okay blindside. It wasn't a massive blindside like what we're going to get to today. Spoilers, Lord knows. Anyway, yeah. No spoilers. You've seen the episode. Last week was a minor blindside. That was simply playing the game. But we're going to have to keep doing this thing, aren't we?
Probably. Let me see if I can work it out actually.
Tell you what, can you tell me your PIN number and we'll
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and I actually used the term. It wasn't a blindside. It was a backstabacker, like a backstab massacre. Backstabacker.
Did you make that word up?
I did.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was on the episode for some reason, but no, it's just a Mac. It's a Mac original.
A Mac backstabacker.
Backstabacker.
So we had a new challenge. Well, it's kind of like old challenge, typical challenge, just formatted differently. Split into 2 teams of yellow and blue, the Sanctuary and new term, Social Hour reward.
Well, anyway, they can spruce up the Sanctuary. I'm here for it because the Sanctuary is getting boring.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it's confab. Information is key. You are actually hiding Andy's face, which I'm not objecting to. Right?
Oh,
but Andy's on the other team as well. Anyway, so that was the thing. So I mean, we don't need to talk about the challenge because it was a typical combination physical puzzle. Yeah. It was a thing, but the real meat was this social hour where there was lots of gossip and there was some consternation because Sue didn't like Tiana showing all the info about Gabe.
No.
Her closest ally.
No.
I did make one observation. There was a very deliberate inclusion of the sandbag game. Do you think that could be getting them to practice for an upcoming challenge?
Oh, that's a good shout because they've never had little games before.
No,
at the
sometimes
Sanctuary.
they've had Easter eggs.
Yes.
And all the things, like little hints. But yeah.
The sandbag challenge. Just a cornhole challenge.
Cornhole.
That's what that game's called.
What there you go.
You don't know what's called cornhole?
I did not.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was the thing. Then we get to back at camp. Roan reaches out to Sol to get him on board to boot Teeny, but the time is turning against a chaotic Roan. He was actually described as chaotic. Okay, and then we get into the immunity challenge. Now, Garter actually walked into the immunity challenge carrying their chickens.
Yeah,
this was new and interesting. I like this.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously they mentioned in their little handover of the chickens back to Jeff that the people who came second actually got more out of that challenge than what they did, and so did a bit of a barter for some eggs. And here's my problem with this, Smack. Here's my problem with this. They have 3 chickens. Kill the chickens.
Yeah, but
you do it. You eat chicken at home.
Vegans. All it takes. I'm going to upset some people watching because all it takes is one vegan small party.
Well, I mean that said, while that might be true, that said, it's just, you're on Survivor. You got to eat. Even the vegans got to eat on Survivor.
They can eat the feathers.
We do protein. Well, no, that still wouldn't be okay. That still wouldn't be okay. But that aside, you're on Survivor. We've seen chickens before. And it wasn't until what was his name, the lovely fellow who didn't want to kill the chicken?
Oh yeah, these Chinese guys.
Yeah,
who won
yeah.
the Sear Award.
Yeah.
Yeah, spectacles.
Yes.
Really fancy the pants of.
Yes.
Him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to kill a chicken. Ever since then, I think this is the first time we've probably seen chickens brought back in, and they get given back.
Yeah.
They get given back. Just eat the chicken.
If anything, I think Jeff was too I don't know, he was too soft. He said, "Let's start negotiation at 24. How about 18? Sold." It could have gone harder, Jeff.
If I was Jeff, I would have said, like, there's 3 perfectly good chickens right here. Eat the chicken.
You've lost 3 eggs. How about if I just double that out of generosity? So 6 eggs.
Well,
You're going to give up like a gift horse in the mouth.
that's true. He tried to go hard, Jeff, but he didn't go hard enough. Didn't go hard enough.
No, new Jeff. Jeff 4.0. 4.7.
Jeff 65.3.
So yeah, Tribal Council. That was the immunity challenge, and yeah, Dooku, Bravo, sending Garter off to Tribal. We go. So far nice even spread because everyone's got 5 players. We're about to tip the balance of it, and we know that merge is coming up.
Merge is coming.
Yeah, sure.
Merge is up.
So yeah, Tribal Council happened, and Annika, Iniki, IKEA was, that's going to be her new picture next week. Actually, no, it won't because she's out. But IKEA thought that everyone was going against Andy because, let's face it, his chicken is cooked. Yeah.
Well, see, I disagree. I think Andy's actually realised that he was in a position. Go on, you going to say something?
Oh, you carry on. You
I was
finish.
going to say that he's in a position where he realises he played the start of the game very poorly, and now he's got himself into an alliance with Sam and Sierra. He knows his role within that alliance, which is to be the decoy, and I think he was very chuffed with himself. To be honest with you, I think he was very chuffed with being in that spot, and he played it very well.
But you didn't notice. I made a comment before we started this that there's been a subtle rebranding of Andy. He is now no longer looking like the surfer dude bro. And he's suddenly like Mr. Librarian.
Yeah.
I have intelligence, me. I am wearing glasses and tidying my hair and using complete sentences. It's been subtle, but...
Yeah, I think it's been subtle since episode 1, I reckon. Like, since that first initial look into him, where it was just like, oh, this guy's an absolute basket case, I think he's turned it around well. Still sucks at challenges, but he's
still fun and annoying.
Yes.
Anyway. All right. So Garta. So IKEA has no vote. She votes with Rachel, and it is an absolute massacre against IKEA.
Cannot remember the last time I've seen someone take a vote this badly.
Yeah. No, it was pretty entertaining.
It was pretty entertaining. But here's what I liked about it. She turned around. She did a whole where? Who was it? And old mate White Bread Sam puts his hand up like to claim it like he's like a badass. He's just like, yeah, me. And then Andy turns around and goes, well, it was actually all 3 of us. We all voted. So Sam tried to take the credit for that and be all badass, and Andy just went, nah, forget you. It's all of us.
If he makes it to Tribal, there's no way that Andy's going to get all the credit for being any sort of good player. He's going to be a goat.
Oh, he'll be a goat. He'll go, and I'm pretty sure Kirby has Andy, and she'll need someone to go all the way to the end, hopefully.
Well,
we'll see.
So that was episode 5. Are you ready for the journey?
I have been ready for this since we found out we were in little tribes and teams together. I'm intrigued.
Now, 3 players of our game actually know what's going on.
3? Well,
All right, 4 then. They found out this week. They knew that they had an advantage.
So wait a second. Before we get into this, it's okay.
Sorry. Okay. So final screen. Oh yeah. Sorry. Denise loses. So distracted. Denise loses her first player. So well done for breaking your record there, sis. But also, what I'm finding very satisfying is that we. Sorry, old man. We have a nice spread. Like 5 of our players have each lost 1 castaway, so it's anybody's game. Everyone's still winning. 5 episodes in, everyone's still winning. That could go any way right now, right? So yeah, I like that.
I like that too. And I also like that I still have two of my players. That's always nice.
And you've even got a third of an amulet idol on your...
And I've actually also got an immunity idol. Sue has one of those as well.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Information's wrong.
That's all right. That's all right. But no, I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued because I only thought that that Tyson,
Yeah, Tyler.
Tyler, my apologies, was the only one who knew about anything. But apparently not. I've been bamboozled myself. 3 people know.
Well, we're in alliances now.
We are in alliances. If it's all 3 people of the same alliance know, it's
Push button.
okay. I'm pushing the button, and I'm about to read the next screen back. Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Finish him. It's time to end the journey and reward those who know each other best. There are 3 alliances of 3 players in our game, and the alliance that does best in this journey challenge will win $10 for each person. Shall I proceed?
At your leisure. You're in control here.
Okay. You'll now be asked 10 questions about your fellow players, asking how you think they would perform if we were all on an island playing Survivor. Everyone must submit their answers to Mac in private. Over the coming week, Mac will tally the most popular responses to each question. Oh, the old school challenge. Oh, I like this. This is fun.
We were saying earlier on about like how it's part of this CastaWAys thing is like, isn't it fun to imagine us playing the game?
Sure. I think so too.
This is us playing the game.
All right. Shall I continue? There's more. When all responses have been tallied, you will earn 1 point each time your answer matches the most popular answer. The alliance with the highest total score from all 3 of its members wins the journey challenge, and each member will receive $10. Wonderful. Very nice. Is there more? There's more, everybody. All right. In week 1, Tyler won the wooden spoon and chose to take an advantage to share with his alliance instead of a cash prize. Their advantage was to know the nature of this challenge and to write the 10th question in this quiz.
Don't get that on Survivor, do you?
No. Rules. Where's the camera? Rules. Your answers must be submitted before episode 6 airs. Your answers must be submitted via private message to Mac and not shared with anyone else. However, you may discuss questions with your own alliance in your own private chats.
No point having an alliance if you can't discuss it.
Not at all. Not at all.
This is a team challenge.
Otherwise, well, that's right. That's right. Each question must be answered by a single name of one of our players. No tied guesses, none. Commit to an answer. Put it in. One person. Hoopla. For fairness, Mac has already entrusted his answers to Andrea. Andrea's getting back involved. That's very lovely. To Andrea, so cannot change now. This challenge is public.
So mine are locked in. I'm done. So you can tell me whatever you like, and it won't affect my alliance.
The full answers and scores will be revealed in the next episode of CastaWAys. Ready for the questions? They're happening right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this
shit.
is a live game, mate.
Live game. So I have to give you the answers right now.
No. You're revealing it.
All right, here we go, everybody. Here are your 10 questions. Number 1, who would be the first to be medically evacuated from the game? Number 2, who would be the most likely to quit? Oh, okay. 3, who would slip under the radar and get furthest in the game? Who's the GOAT, you saying? Who's the GOAT? I love how GOAT means something completely different in Survivor. 4, who would be the challenge beast of the season? Who would orchestrate the biggest blindside of the season? Who would be the idle whisperer of the season? Okay. Who would win the Seer Award? Now, I've already got one of those. Thanks to you.
Okay.
Number 8, who would be the most different after the
I
edit?
forgot about that. Anyway.
Yeah. Who would be the most different after the edit from what they are in real life? Oh, that's a good question. I like that one. Number 9, who would win and become sole survivor? And number 10.
This is the bonus one that has been submitted by Tyler's Alliance.
All right, Tyler's Alliance, this better be a good question. Here we go. Number 10. Who would be the first to have their private parts blurred out on TV? Well, as we're going through, that's a good question. As we're going through those, I'm pretty sure I had some names in my head straight away, which is good. Which is good. What a question. What a question. So those are the 10. All right. We're going on. Sorry, Mac.
Just wrap it up.
Okay. Submit your answers as a list to Mac before episode 6 airs. Good luck on your journey. A twist.
Twist.
Interesting. So, just so I know, Tyler, Amanda, Rob, did they know the rest of the questions beforehand?
Nope.
Just
no,
number
they
10.
didn't. No,
Okay,
they're
just number
learning
10.
the questions right now.
Okay.
They only know the 10th. Of course, that gives them potential advantage if they're thinking about how they might answer as an alliance. Are they going to all answer the same to maximise their chance of getting the highest score? Are they going to answer honestly how they feel? There's things to discuss.
There are things to discuss.
But they had a head start. But yeah.
Interesting. We're going to win.
But, so like, I already answered my questions.
Yep,
I submitted my responses. I answered honestly, but hey, game is a foot.
The game is a foot. That's correct.
Or, yeah.
Good one, Mac. No, I like that. I like that a lot because it's also like a bit of fun. We able to dive in. We can talk about it amongst each other.
You're just happy that the consequences and you're going to like swap a tribe mate or lose tribe mate.
Yeah, I'm happy that I don't have to lose a tribe mate, episode before finale, and they won't. I'm happy with that. But in fairness, that is why you gave me the Seer Award last year. But this is a different Seer Award. We're talking about Survivor Seer Award, not Mac's Seer Award. I'm intrigued, Mac. I think I've got my answers already, but I'll discuss with my.
I must admit, when I was doing mine, several questions, I changed my mind several times.
Okay.
Because I did think it would have been really nice if I'd like put each one of us 9 would have had the answer to one question. That probably didn't happen. That would have been nice, but yeah, I was answering honestly myself. But
that's good. Well, then that's the other thing is what we should say, I suppose. Like, if, for example, the person who's most likely to quit question comes up and your name is there, don't take offence. Just a bit of fun.
Shits and giggles.
And don't be a quitter.
But there we go.
Very good. I'm going to get onto it right away.
That's it. Episode 5, CastaWAys. We've been talking long enough. Love you, brother. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
Thanks for Brecky at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. Ciao, ciao, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.